On May 3, 1999, a mobile radar recorded a wind speed of 301 miles per hour inside a tornado that was stripping the asphalt directly off the residential streets of a city. This remains the highest wind speed ever recorded on Earth. The city was Moore, Oklahoma, a location dictated by a specific geographical collision. Moist Gulf air pushes north, colliding with scorching desert winds directly over this region. This creates a zone of critical instability. The atmosphere above Moore acts as a trap, frequently spawning massive supercells that drop violent vortices onto the exact same coordinates. This threat existed from the town's founding. On April 25, 1893, when the settlement was only a few weeks old, an F4 tornado 1.3 miles wide carved a path through these wooden structures and tents, claiming 31 lives. Moore recovered slowly, paving new streets directly over the 1893 ruins. Decades of atmospheric silence followed, creating an illusion of safety. By rebuilding without specialized storm protection, the town established a landscape that was physically unprepared for the next inevitable strike. That silence ended on May 3, 1999. A rapid shift in atmospheric pressure unleashed a wave of 74 tornadoes across Oklahoma in a single day. Meteorologists tracking the radar signatures over Moore realized the storm was intensifying too quickly for standard protocols. The data suggested a vortex of a scale that the existing warning system was not designed to handle. Recognizing the catastrophic potential, forecasters issued the first ever tornado emergency broadcast live on air, bypassing standard alerts to urge immediate evacuation and shelter. The storm manifested as a mile-wide wedge of darkness, moving directly toward the center of the city at peak intensity. The tornado stayed on the ground for 85 minutes, destroying 1,800 homes and killing 36 people. It caused $1 billion in damage, the highest cost for any single tornado in U.S. history at that time. In the most heavily hit areas, the wind stripped entire neighborhoods down to the bare earth. Where houses and trees had stood, only concrete foundations remained. The 1999 strike changed the city's approach to survival. The scale of the destruction proved that standard residential basements and interior rooms were no longer sufficient defenses for living in this specific corridor. The city's new defenses were tested 4 years later. On Mother's Day 2003, a massive F4 tornado struck the newly rebuilt heart of Moore. The storm recorded F4 intensity, leveling businesses and destroying 300 homes. However, as the debris was cleared, officials confirmed that not a single person had died within the city limits. This was the result of a massive shift in residential engineering. Since 1999, hundreds of residents had installed reinforced subterranean safe rooms in their backyards, providing a shelter that could withstand extreme wind loads. The 2003 storm proved that individual preparedness could mitigate the mortality of an F4 strike. At the residential level, the community had learned how to survive. In May 2013, the weather system returned with an EF5 supercell. It crossed the Canadian River and turned sharply east, aiming for the most densely populated sections of the city. This vortex struck heavy public infrastructure, including a bowling alley and the Moore Medical Center, where the roof was torn open while patients were inside. Nurses were forced to cover patients with heavy mattresses to block flying debris as the hospital walls began to fail. Outside, the parking lot was reduced to a heap of scrap metal. The storm then hit Plaza Towers Elementary School. The building held 75 students and teachers, but unlike the many homes rebuilt after 1999, it did not have a reinforced storm shelter. As the EF5 winds hit the school, the walls collapsed directly onto the students seeking cover in the hallways. 7 children died in the debris. The tragedy of 2013 revealed the limits of private preparation. While individual safe rooms worked for families at home, the city's large-scale public infrastructure remained vulnerable to the most powerful class of tornadoes. Following the devastating 2013 strike, the community immediately began clearing the ruins. For the third time in 15 years, the city began rebuilding on the same ground. This reconstruction included a significant policy change. Every new school built in Moore today is engineered with reinforced concrete storm shelters, making specialized protection a standard feature of public architecture. The residents today live with the knowledge that the geographical collision over their heads remains constant. They understand that the silence between storms is merely a pause in a recurring cycle. More persists in the direct path of these vortices. By clearing the debris and rebuilding with reinforced shelters, the city maintains its position on the map, adapting architecture to the requirements of the sky.